had to cut the video short because my brother had called me, and this is a continuing part 2 of this. My apology for that. And this is a continuing part 2 of this sit-down lesson of about Vladimir Putin's ally and partner of the president of Belarus. You know, because the recent announcement that they was going to make about the nuclear weapons is going to be deployed to Belarus on July the 8th, 7th to 8th, as they continue to build facilities as well too. And the president of Belarus made that announcement, was saying that he's not hesitant to use the nuclear weapons if his country comes under heavy aggression from the Western countries or Ukraine or NATO as well too. So, I just want to keep that in mind. So this is a continuation of this from part 1 of the lesson. This is part 2 of this lesson, continuing on. And I'm going to read it again. It says, Putin says Friday's meeting with Lukashenko that working on building facilities for the nuclear weapons will be completed by July 7th through July 8th, and they will be moved into Belarus territory quickly after that. Tactical nuclear weapons are intended to destroy enemy troops and weapons on the battlefield. They have a relatively short range and a much lower yield, from a fraction to a kiloton to around 50 kilotons, that the nuclear warheads fitted to intercontinental ballistic missiles that are capable of operating the whole city. By comparison, strategic nuclear weapons can have a yield from about 100 kilotons to over a megaton, with much longer warheads are available. There are 1,000 kilotons to signal magnetons. It says only the United States have so far used nuclear weapons in anger in a 1945 attacks on the Japan cities of Nagasaki and Hiroshima and Nagasaki, I meant to say. So I'm going to read all the rest of that. So as I read the title again, this is part 2, continuing on from part 1. And this is part 2 of this lesson, continuing on as I mentioned before. And as it says again, Belarus dictator Lukashenko says he will not hesitate to use Russian tactical nuclear weapons. And bring out the book of Mark, chapter 13. And this is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 7, and it reads to the Holy Scriptures. And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must need be, but the end shall not be yet. Right, that's wars and rumors of wars. Belarus and Russia teaming up together against NATO and the Western countries, and Ukraine as well too, while you have the Russia-Ukraine situation continue to intensify. Now you got Russia is going to deploy their nuclear weapons over there to Belarus, and they're going to build the facilities over there to have the nuclear weapons over there starting July the 7th through the 8th. So that's going to potentially spark up more tensions. And the president of Belarus made that statement saying that he's not going to be hesitant to use those nuclear weapons if they come under enemy threat, amending the tensions against NATO and its allies and its armies and Ukraine and the United States and the Western countries. So that's what you call wars and rumors of wars. So with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying of continuing on from part 1, and this was part 2. So with that, hopefully this was edifying. As I mentioned once again, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bakarkadash. Shalom to the elders of Great Millstone for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered over 4 corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom.